Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio on this massive night for our club. And joining myself, Fox, here on the show this evening is my big mucker, Stevie. How we doing, big man?
I'm sweating like Pavarotti in a cake show. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
Is it apprehension, positivity, nerves, scared, pride? I don't know. How are you feeling, Biggie?
Every one of them. Every one of them. I'm ticking every box. Unbelievable, mate. I was sitting there earlier on and I was just taking a minute to myself and I thought, many of these have I seen. I mean, Manchester, that's it, basically. And what a big, big night, Oxford, this really is. What a night this is for the Bears. Oh.
Listen, mate, with the way modern football is stacked against you, mate, we might never be in this position again in a short space of time, you know. We might be next year, you never know, but it's difficult, it's hard. You've got to get through all the group stages, you've got to get them, and then it's stacked against you, mate, you know. Anyway, I believe you've got the team for us.
I certainly have. In goals, it's Silly McGregor, it's captain James Tavernier, Golson, Bassey, Barisic. Midfield, Lowstrom, Kamara Jack, and up front, Wright, Kent and Aribo. The substitutes tonight are McLaughlin, McCrory, Balogun, King, Davis, Sands, Arfield, Lowry, Ahmad, Fashion Jr., McKinnon and the boy Devlin. So
I think the boy's Divine, no Devlin.
Is it Divine, is it? Sorry.
As in one of your all-time heroes, Steak and Kidney.
I wonder today. Oh, Steak and Kidney was a favourite of the bells in my house.
Oh dear. Right, okay. How do you see that lining up, Biggie? I think it's your usual 4-2-3-1. Yeah?
Yep, probably, yes. What I'm thinking is, I think Big Aribo will be playing in the middle, maybe looking for that splitting pass to Kent. All right, maybe that's what we're looking at, but we're looking for a big performance out of Lowstrom, Kamara and Jack tonight. We really are. We're looking for these boys to leave everything out in that field tonight. It's a big call for them tonight to keep these boys at bay, just let me tell you. So let's see what it brings us, Ox. Let's be positive. Let's see what it brings us.
Yeah. I mean, look, Scott Wright, I think he'll be a talking point. There was a lot of people predicted he would play. I don't think Glenn Kamara was mentioned much by the people on the show, but I see he's setting up with the back four. Obviously, Allen and goal, and then Tav and Connor and Bassey beside him and Barisic on the left. I think that picks itself, obviously. And then Lundstrom and Jack in front of the two, doing that shift that they did. And in front of them, I see Wright on the right, Kent on the left, and Glenn Kamara in front between them. And then I see Joe Aribo at the head, if you like, of that diamond, mate. If you want to call it that, yeah. That's the way I see it, but I might be wrong.
Well, that's the only way I see it. I really do. I just think if Big Aribo had to get the ball up and maybe bring Kent and Wright in to play, that's how I'm seeing it, that kind of diamond. But for me, I think the night is all about our midfield. And by the way, Kent and Wright have got to get their finger out tonight regarding defending and all. They're the first line of defence. They've got to get back and give the midfield a run here. Make sure they're no overrun.
We're playing a decent side, mate. I know people will say, Dortmund finished above them, or look as if they're going to finish above them in the league, but their form's pretty good this part of the season. They've got some decent players, and it'll be good to see them play. And obviously, Stevie, I'm gibbering here. I'm a nervous wreck, mate.
Mate, I don't know what to do with myself either. The twos are like Jack and Victor, the one that take the pulls. The twos are tanking. We're tanking. We're all over the place. Our hormones are all over the place. It's unbelievable, isn't it? Oh.
Right, okay. People join us for the time.
Occasion.
Geese the team, and then we'll get the phone lines opened, yeah?
Right. In goal tonight is Alan McGregor, my captain James Tavernier, Connor Golson, Big Bassey, Big Shirley, Barisic, Lundstrom, Kamara, Jack, Wright, Kent and Aribo up there in attack. The subs are McLaughlin, McCrory, Balogun, King, Davis, Sands, Arsfield, Lowley, Ahmad, Bashir Jr., McKinnon, and who did you say it was? Devlin?
Oh, your mate, steak and kidney.
That's divine. Brilliant.
Okay, let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, interesting. And not often in life you wish you were somewhere else big, you know? Well, quite often, I suppose.
I wish I was the stand with my friend Southside. I hope he's having a good time with the Bears there. By the way, I've been looking at all the stuff coming in, but guys, Rangers have got some support there, by the way. At 2,200, there's a lot more than that, just let me tell you.
No, I think we're multiplying that by about 5 minimum, Stevie, you know, with the numbers we've seen so far, you know.
Aye, unbelievable the support. And just let's hope that Rangers team look out at that support and realise, no, let's show a bit of guile tonight. Just go out and play the way they can play, defend for their lives. It's all about keeping the back door shut for me tonight. And it was a wee bit of luck, wee bit of lady luck tonight, and you never know what could happen next.
You never know. I'm looking forward to it, I think. I hope we can just carry on this tremendous run we've had in this competition so far, Biggie.
It has been totally unbelievable what these players have done in Europe. Totally and utter, against all odds. The budgets of other teams. I mean, a wise man was telling me there before we came on air, one of these guys are picked to go to Man City for 60, 70 million quid alone. Dear, I mean, what's the rest of the team worth? You know, and it's just unbelievable. We're really punching above our weight, and we've been playing some magnificent football. And over the last 3 years, no kidding aside, we're not there making numbers up. People are actually going, you don't want to go to Ibrox, you don't want to play them. That's a hard task, go to Ibrox, you know. And there's nobody rubbing their hands saying, "Give us Glasgow Rangers," and that's down to this team. That's the way we've got respect back big time in Europe over the last 3 years, and we're certainly not making up the numbers, mate. We're there in merit, and we're punching above our weight. And fair play to that team.
Here. I've got to credit the previous manager in Europe. Got some magnificent results, but this is something different. Giovanni's took us. Got us out the group stages. We lost the first 2 games.
Yep. And
you know what? Aye, carry on, mate.
No, I'm just about to say, you know what I like about this manager? Fair play to Stevie G. He started it gone, and it snowballed. Giles took the Ranger. What I like about this manager is he can change tactically during the game. He can make it, you know, he can make that tactical move where I don't think Gerrard had that, maybe. And that's maybe the difference, how we went a wee stage further this year. But listen, let's see where it takes us. Ox.
All right, here's the team, and then we'll get some calls in, mate.
The team is McGregor, Tav, Golson, Bassey, Barisic. In the midfield, it's Lundstrom, Kamara, Jack. And up front, it's Wright, Kent and Aribo. You want this up?
Yeah, just to see if you get them right.
That's McClory. Balogun, King, Davis, Sands, Arsfield, Lowry, Ahmad, Fashion Jr., McKinnon and Devine.
Well said, mate. Well said. What was the second goalie? I never quite caught that.
McCrory.
Thank you. Right, okay.
Mate, I'm nervous. I'm nervous for the game, and I'm not other place. I've told you that.
You're not the only one anyway. We've been joined by JFK. Evening, JFK.
All right, Hawkshare. All right, Stevie. I was up at 6 o'clock this morning. I painted the house, cut the back and front garden, cut all the hedge, took the dug it about 8 times, done my ironing. I'm just kind of concentrate.
You fall asleep, Mr. Kim.
Oh, dearie me. Do you know what? I've not felt like this for a long time. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. I feel like it at times, you know, but this is going to be some night for us guys. It's going to be a great night. And you know, I heard you saying at the start of the show, Ox, you know, I think it's a bit of everything, mate. Excitement, trepidation, you know, fear as well. You know, everything's all mixed into it, you know, but I'm hearing my big chap there, Big Steve, a big pal there, trying to read out the team, and you can hear his voice, the excitement and the... But I mean, a good analogy was Jack and Victor with the pills and that. That's the way we all feel. We're just all in a place, mate.
I feel sorry for Mrs. Briggs. She's at some day, Steve.
Oh, dearie me.
Man hanging for the ceiling as we talk. His new name's Sean Delia.
Sean Delia. I like the team, by the way. I like that. I like what the gaffer's done with the team. I think he's been very brave in what he's doing tonight. And I heard Big Stevie say there, and he's quite right. I mean, we're not there to make up the numbers. That's a good team that we'll go to tonight, Oxshire, and we'll give this team a good going tonight. So I'm really looking forward to it.
The only one, I mean, we know we get injuries, Roof, and obviously Morelos, but the only one that you wouldn't say has been a regular starter in Europe at different times, it would be Scott Wright, if I'm being honest, Stevie.
Aye, yep. See, just as you're saying there about the people missing, I mean, we've got Hadji, Hollander, Roof. I mean, man, the people we've got missing, guys, they would maybe probably be in that tonight if they're off fully fit. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. No, but look, guys like Scott Wright, he really did a good game against Celtic when he came on. And he polished that up against Motherwell. So the boys in there full of confidence. Let's see what he can do. He'll get a wee bit more time in the ball, maybe. So let's see what the boy can do. I'm looking for maybe Scott Wright. He was good against Leon when he came on. Was it Leon? Aye. But when he played against them, he was really good there and all. So let's see where it brings us. He might be a wee sneaky one tonight.
Time for heroes, JFK.
Yeah, you know my feelings on Scott Wright. I think he should have been given a chance a while ago. So I'm really pleased to see him there. I think probably he's there by default, and I don't think I'm wrong in saying that, because I think if there'd been others fit than he wouldn't have played. But yeah, this is time for heroes, Oxshire, definitely. And as Stevie said there, he's come on to his own in the last 2 or 3 games, so let's see if he becomes a hero. I'm looking for a lot for Kent. Who do you think will play through the middle, Kent or Aribo?
Aribo.
You think it'll definitely be Aribo? Aye. Me too.
I just think with a 4-2-3-1 and Kamara will be in front of Jack and Lundstrom. Yeah,
I agree with that, mate. I'd have taken Aribo before Kent. Aye, but yeah, it's a night for heroes, mate. 11 heroes, or the other 5 players that can come off the bench, you know. So yeah, definitely looking forward to it so much. Can't wait.
It's been a long day, but a quick day at the same time, Stevie. And I just hope that everything goes well for us. And Stevie, help.
Oh, listen, by the way, if we get a right result, we're doing a 2-hour special after the game. I mean, Fox will be killing me in a minute. No. But listen, I've got every confidence in my team. If we can stay touch tight in them, see if we can stay touch tight in this team tonight to get them back to Ibrox, I'll take that all day long. Let's not get carried away. This side are a really good side. They've scored in every single round. You know, they're quick. They've got experience. You know, they're just a really good top side, and we can't get carried away. We're as good as what they are. We've got everybody as good a chance as them. Just keep the back door shut tonight and keep them touch tight and get them back to Ibrox, and then I think they're in trouble if we can keep them touch tight, guys.
Yeah.
It's here's a quick one for you two guys. certain vintage. Who was the last Rangers player to score in a semi-final of a European trophy?
Natural.
Penalty kick, mate.
Right, the last person to score. And I get right, so many European finals have had. So
European semi-final, you say that, aye?
Aye.
Oh, I couldn't ken. I didn't ken.
Derek Parlane.
So it was.
Derek Parlane,
So it was, mate.
Aye. So, look, I think that rationale, GFK, for still in the tie, I think that's the big thing is when you can't win it tonight, but you can certainly lose it, as I've said.
No, of course. But let's hope. We'll all hope that we do another Dortmund and just go and blitz them the first 20 minutes, and that would be, back to Ibrox. But look, as Stevie said there, we'll take a tight result, whether it be 1-0 or 2-1 or a draw would be a great result. But look, the away goals will not be there now, Oxford. I think we all saw last night the Real Madrid game. The night. What a game that was with Man City the night before last, rather. So it could be any score tonight. It could be 2 each a night and 3-2 at Ibrox. So, but we need to keep it tight. Defence have got a big job on them tonight. They can stay solid, then we'll do it. But I agree with what Stevie said. Kamara, Jack and Lundstrom have got a big part to play here. If they stay solid in the middle of the park and hopefully support the three guys up front, then we can win this game.
If you've got to replenish, there's only Stephen Davis there, isn't there? You would then have to move people about positions. Yeah, I don't see anybody else. Or Sands could come on and do a job. I'm sorry, I forgot about Sands. The sands of time, Stevie, the sands of time.
The wait for no man, as a wise man says.
But aye, the bench is a wee bit different. Obviously, we need Scottish players on there, so we've got to look at our recruitment going forward. But that's a debate for another time, Stevie. Yeah?
Talking about Scottish players, you've got Arfield there on the bench, no?
Aye. He'll play. He'll be on the park definitely at some point.
Yeah. I agree.
Jimmy, we'll definitely be on Minty at some point.
I would think so, mate. I think Arfield will make an appearance. I think will Sakala at some point of the game, depending how Ryan Kent and Scott Wright, if they manage to run themselves into the ground, which I hope they do. But no too much change. But I do think Arfield will make some sort of appearance. Maybe a bit of masterclass again. Bringing Davis and Arfield on the same, and see if they can do something in the second half. But that'll depend on how quick this team is, and their wingers are quick. But I certainly think Arfield will make some sort of a contribution tonight, Ox. There.
All right, we'll be joined by Andy. Evening, Andy.
Good evening, chaps. I'm remarkably calm late enough, to be honest with you. Mind you, half a bottle of vodka's helped, to be honest with you. But no, listen, we man up to these. They're only blood, flesh and bones, as I said before. And we bring the tie back to Ibrox. And if we can do it, then, as Stevie said as well, we've got to stay tight. And as I said the same the other night there, Hodwin midfield. The only surprise for me, I can see it because he's not had a lot of games, but I would have played Davis there instead of Kamara. I don't trust him, as you know. And Davis, I think his experience could have been valuable tonight as to, just having that wee bit of calmness about us. But there's always a possibility that we bring him on later on in the game to steady us down, depending on how the game's going. That's how I see it. But I did have right. I thought I'd do right up top. Yeah.
Aye, look, mate, I get it. Maybe he's thinking about the 90 minutes rather than when you make your substitutions, you bring maybe Arfield and Davis on and Sands on. That'll be 3 or 5 subs, mate, to replace that engine room. Yeah, so they'll still have a big part to play, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Like, I just, it's about trying to get a result here and taking the tie back to Ibrox. And if we can do that, then we've got a right good chance. They can say what the team's costing. That'll make no difference. It's 11 against 11. It's do we want it, And at the end of the day, these guys must have that inside them a night, and the following week, next week, say, "Geez, we're away. Not short of making history here." So I've not near face tonight that we've frozen other games before. I don't think we will tonight. I think we're going to give it a go. right? There's no guarantee that we'll get a result out of it, but if we give it a go and get right stuck into him, we'll be proud of him anyway. That's how I'm looking at it. Anything we get out, if we get anything out of it tonight, it's a bonus.
All right, Stevie. People join us all the time. Give us a team, mate.
The team is McGregor, Tav, Golson, Bassey, Barisic in the midfield, Lundstrom, Kamara, Jack, and up front it's Wright, Kent, and Aribo. The substitutions are McLaughlin, McCrory, Balogun, King, Davis, Sands, Arfield, Lowry, Ahmad, Fashion Jr., McKinnon, and Devine.
What was that reserve goalie again?
McCrory.
Thank you.
Man, you're a true bunch, please. I can hear that Jimmy man laughing in the background.
I thought it was Mutley.
I'm just glad I'm not reading it out because I'd be the same. Oh dear.
Can I just say, Andy? Is that Andy for Leeds? Aye.
Aye.
Andy boy, I think he's went with Kamara rather than Stevie Davis. Just the fact that we're going to need legs in there. We're going to need constant legs. And I think Stevie Davis coming on, and at some point in the game, maybe once Kamara's ran his cell into the ground, then you know yourself, Stevie Davis calms a game. He takes control, he gets the ball, he stops, looks up, and he calms things, and he looks for that pass. I think that may be the reason, mate. I know you fancy Davis before Kamara, but I think that might be his thinking, Andy.
I just don't trust him, Stevie. I never have. If you look back at any times I've been on about him, there's something about it. He gets himself into positions where he can clear and he just goes absolutely AWOL. And then 9 times out of 10 we usually end up losing a goal from him. And I just think in this heat of the battle, I think the camera heat to get us started would have been better. Maybe bringing him on the other way around and maybe having a little run at him. You know, that's just the way I was thinking, that Davis will steady them. But, you know, look, it's the 11 that go out there tonight and the rest that's coming on after it. It's a collective, innit? We've got to get the job done or keep us on the side.
I would think that the main thing for Glenn Kamara would be in there instead of Stephen is the fact, GFK, that he covers the ground a lot quicker than Stephen.
I would think so, mate. I would agree with that. I know Andy's no keen.
I'm a big fan of Stephen Davis, but
of course. But I mean, the fit behind's still there, but obviously the legs at times are no willing. But he showed that when he came on as a substitute there last week that he's still got it. We all know that. And I would like to see him. I'd like to see the same kind of substitute, Arfield and Davis come on again if it's going to benefit us, obviously. But he's a fantastic player, twice times at Rangers. So I'm hoping if he does play a part tonight, that he'll do it to the benefit of Rangers, which I think he will. So I'd just love to watch Stephen Davis. I think we all do. What a fantastic player he's been for us.
Here. Remarkable that him and Alan are in this team, considering how much they played a part in 2008. Stevie?
Total experience, Ox, innit? It's total experience. You're talking about two guys. You know yourself with Stephen Davis's international caps. McGregor's been there, you know, and in Europe, the two guys have been there, seen it and done it, you know. Some experience between them, and for them to play that part in Manchester and do this all again, wow, absolutely mental, innit? When you think back, some players, top pros.
Here. Right, okay. So you're no nervous, Andy?
I'm starting to feel it anew, but I was quite calm. I had to set a bloody cost into it, so that kind of knocked me back. But I could do it on the computer at home, so I just started drinking the vodka very early. So by the time I got to the end of that, I was laughing at myself. And then the realisation when 7 o'clock come around, what was saying about it cost him a fortune to put us on it, right? And I thought, see if it comes back with a flashlight, because I was quite pissed. Do the answers, we'll see. I'm not bothered as long as Rangers win. Could have cared less,
No. Jimmy?
Yes, pal?
What's your honest view of how it's going to go today?
I think it'll be a hard game. I think we're more than capable of coming away with a result. Look, I think we'll score. I think we're a team that when we play away in Europe, Oxford, I think we're always capable of scoring. So I think we can score tonight. I'll go for either a 1-1 draw or a 2-1 win to Rangers.
Oh, snap your hand up. Snap your hand up for any of the results. Yeah. Stevie, 10 years ago today, the Rangers fans marched to Hampden because of how our club was treated.
Yeah.
How's it turned out? The rest of them needed us. They needed us, and they'll know it matter.
No, they never will, Ox. They never will. Their hatred is blinding them all the time in every department when it comes to our team. What we have done for the Scottish coefficient, what we do for Scottish football as a whole, the way we've put everybody on the map. And I remember that day Sandy Jardine marched us to Hampden, and 10 years ago, when you think about it, where we've came from in such a short time. And by the way, can I just say this, see if we win the night and we win at Ibrox and we go into this final and we win it, I'm sure Steven Spielberg will be looking to make a film about this, because there's no other story like it. I can't think of any other team that's been relegated to their bottom tier and come back in 10-year time and won a major European trophy. It is a phenomenal story, absolute phenomenal. But the Scottish game here, I'm not getting it because I know the Bridgeman will be listening and he'll probably need more medication, but the game here is just eating itself for its inside out. Supercomputers, tournaments getting won without them getting finished. You could go on periods getting moved, shut down, winter breaks getting moved to suit clubs and all the rest of it, mate. It's never ending.
Yeah. Aye. Long way in a short space of time, Andrew.
It's an amazing story, isn't it? Right enough. I think we doubted that we'd get back so quickly, a lot of years, but as I said before, we were never going to go anywhere. We just had to build our strength back up. As I said before, we're still doing that. With a ways to go, but we will get there. And as I said the other night, we will have our time. What these people are doing to us, it's, get me on that, man. We'll go on a run. So we'll talk about just getting a result tonight, right enough. But it's brilliant. I said, as Stevie said there with Spielberg, I said to Youngs many times, he couldn't have wrote this story, what's happening to Rangers. But I'll tell you what a fitting end. As Stevie just said there, if we pull that off, geez, I'd die happy right enough. That would do me. You know what I mean? But for me, if we can do this, it's for all the bears that are following us behind us. We'll enjoy it. But what an absolute story they'll have to tell their wains in that. It's just a fantastic thing that can happen.
In the film, we'll have Paul Henry playing Alex Kelly.
Come on. You're no doing him any favours, man. Alex Kelly's uglier than that.
Ego comes to mind, doesn't he?
Well, but Shrek, but when you take the mask off, it's Quasi.
No. Jimmy Shrek's better looking than him. Come on.
I'm saying, if he takes the mask off, it'll be Quasimodo.
Personal, because he likes a clean hat, Benny suits him.
Right. I think he's been a bit harsh there, Mr. Kelly. I think he's been a bit harsh. I mean, he's the only guy in Burnbank when he greets the tears back to get down the back. He's instead his face.
We saved all this up for you, Andy. Cheer you up.
I'm good. Like I say, I get a feeling a bit nuts there in my stomach. They're new right enough, but I don't know. I think it's going to be 2 each.
I'll take that. Snap your hand off, Stevie. I was speaking to somebody this morning, and I said if we get back to Ibrox and we can win the game and get it to penalty kicks, I would take that as now. I would.
Aye, me too. I would take that. We've got Tav right away. We've got the crowd behind us, so there's 2+ as soon as you get into penalties, isn't it? So I'd snap my hand. As I said earlier on, Ox, we've got to remember what we're up against here. They're a good team. If we can stay touch tight to them and get it back to Ibrox and still be in the tie, then, by the way, there'll be some tie at Ibrox. Just let me tell you, we've got every chance of getting through. Every chance.
Here. How do you went for? Are you going for 2 each, JFK? Is that your?
Oh, I said 1 each or 2
1
each,
each.
mate.
Aye, 1 each. All right. Also, aye. Oh, listen, I'd take any of the results, mate. I think that'd be superb. Do you think the Dortmund result could be? I asked this last night. I got to Andy. Do you think the Dortmund result could be a hindrance? Because will no be a surprise to them? They'll maybe look at us differently.
Yeah, I said to Shug this morning, I think this game will be harder than Dortmund. Don't necessarily. I mean, you can't just sit on that. We've done that. We've got to make sure we're going out here and just starting from the scratch. This is a good team. We know that. But see, when our players play, and I always said this, we can match them up in Europe. His record stands as good as any team playing. You know, the record shows that. Or they're a 4-year. They're a 4-year European team as well. They've got the experience. It's a bottle. Just get the bottle and get in there, and it could be good things coming our way. And
talking about good things, we couldn't find any, but we've been joined by Juicy.
Unbelievable, cheek.
How we doing, Juicy?
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Juicy.
What an unbelievable night, guys. The excitement is just off the hook at the moment. Everything you said tonight has been great. I love the positivity, but the predictions, we're definitely capable of getting a result tonight. And that's not taking anything away from Leipzig. I know it'll be difficult. Let's just take something and take it back to Ibrox and give them a game, as we've done with everyone this season. And I started listening to this show a number of years ago when we were in the lower divisions. And as you were all saying, where we've come from and where we are now is just unbelievable. And I hope we get more of these, because it shouldn't just be about one season. I want to keep doing this. I want to keep going deep into Europe. But in the here and now, let's see how they get on tonight. But rest assured, guys, whatever happens tonight, we've still got another game next Thursday. So even if it doesn't work out the way we want, we've still got another opportunity. But they've got some guys out as well. Their 2 centre-backs, first choice, are not playing. One of their key midfielders is not playing. So, they've had to make changes as well. All of this emphasis on our guys missing. Don't forget, only one of Ruth or Alfredo would have played. It's not like we'd have probably started both of them. The rest of the team is pretty much there. Ramsey hasn't exactly featured a lot for us. Helander wasn't in the squad anyway for Europe, although he perhaps would have been if he'd been fully fit. So I don't think we're that depleted as some people are suggesting, guys.
It's a goal scoring side, and the Hod and the Bob that part with Alfredo. He's been a big part of our European campaigns, mate. Yeah.
True. But our top scorer is playing, mate.
Yeah, James Tavernier. And Andy, would you make of that?
Yeah, it's an amazing feat, and what he's done there, right enough. And you always sort of especially there's a chance we could get a penalty tonight if 2 runners go at them, and if Tavernier gets it, then 9 times out of 10 he hits the back of the rigging. So come on, that's like the players are out. There's no point worrying about that. The players that are in tonight, they go out and become heroes, don't they? If they can, like we said. We know it's only half time no matter what happens here, but just stay in the tie and get them back to Ibrox. I'm pretty sure that we're close to them. I think we can do them at Ibrox. They're not going to sample what this kind of atmosphere. I'll tell you that now. And it'll be heavier than any of the other previous ties. I think you'll blow the fans out.
Juicy, obviously you're south of the river, Clyde, yeah, with your accent. What are you picking up down south with the people saying about Rangers getting this deep?
Oh, it's definitely not gone unnoticed. It's an incredible run. I remember saying to all my friends and colleagues in 2008 when we were going for 4 trophies at one point. We got to the final of everything, much like Liverpool have this season. And I kept saying the quad is on. I wouldn't shut up about it. And I've been similar, although a little bit more reserved this year, a little bit older, a little bit wiser, not speaking quite so much nonsense. I've got a big West Ham friend as well, and he's at the London Stadium tonight, and he's so pumped for a Rangers West Ham final. It would be absolutely wonderful if it can happen. But remember, these three teams that are in the semi-final with us, the money that they have to play with is night and day compared to what we've got. And that's a massive difference. If we can go and get to this final, and if we were to win it, that's what would make it movie quality, as you were talking about earlier, because as so many people have said, it's not, the tournament isn't developed for lower ranking countries to do well in.
No, none of them.
And that's why we've done so well. And as you guys were saying, we've improved the coefficiency. That's pretty much just down to us mainly. Most other Scottish sides are out by the end of July. That's all on us, and that's not gone unnoticed. And the fact that we've signed few players, from English leagues as well, and the fact that a big base of our team is English as well, that's not gone unnoticed. And if England, as a national team, weren't so full of high-quality right-backs, James Tavernier can consider himself extremely unlucky to not have been called up by his national team. That's how good a quality we've got as a right-back and across this team.
Yeah. JFK, we're a better team than we realise. Obviously, we've had some flops in the league, we know that, maybe bad performances, but we're a better team than we think.
Yeah, I would say. No, you last week read out a list of the teams that we've actually done, not just beat them, but we've done them over in Europe, Oxford, and it's a who's who of football, and we are a good team in Europe. We know things didn't go your way in the league, but it's done now. Now we're in the Europa League semi-final, hoping to get to Seville. So I think we're a better team than a lot of people give us credit for, and we all know that is, I think the night we're very much capable of scoring away from home, as we have done. I think we've scored away from home. You're the stat man there. I think I've scored in every game away from home apart from 2 this season. I don't know if I'm right in that. I don't know if
in Europe or the league.
In Europe, I'm talking about, mate.
We never scored in Braga.
Yeah, you're right.
Two, do you see it? Braga.
Yeah, Sparta, Alashkert and Braga. No, it's so three.
Three, aye. Well, I was near it. So we know that we're capable of scoring away from home. But whatever Gio's done is he's got us playing really, really well in Europe. I know the previous manager had us playing well before that, but no, this is Gio's team forward now, But before we all go, I mean, there's a famous saying by Bill Struth, a lot of his famous sayings, but he says, no matter the days of anxiety that come our way, we shall emerge stronger because of the trials to be overcome. That's for the night, mate.
Anxiety? Oh, the way to think, Stevie.
Got to phone Bully to see if I can get some of Bully's medication. That's how I'm feeling.
But we're a better team than a lot of people give us credit for, Oxford.
And ourselves. Sometimes, Stevie, we can be too critical.
Of course we can. We're a hard bunch, aren't we? But, I mean, we really are a hard crowd to please at times. Sometimes what you've got to do is step back and just see what this team have done. And as Juicy said, you've got to look at what these other teams, what the money they've got to spend compared to the budget we've got. We are punching above our weight all the time. The team doesn't get enough credit even for us at times. They really don't. I mean, what I've seen in the last 3 years, teams like Benfica, you should have done them all the 2 games, let's be honest. Galatasaray, Porto, you name it, you could go on and on and on. The teams have been absolutely unreal. Our boys have been out there and done the business again, and the budget's just astronomical compared to what we've got. You've got to hand it to them.
Juicy?
100%, mate, 100%. And if this team does get any kind of result tonight that makes the second leg a tie, as in the tie still being open, it's an incredible result. This team we're playing tonight is technically a very good team. A lot of money spent on it. Nkunku scored a hat-trick against Manchester City in the group stages, the Champions League this season. They can play. So we've got to put in a shift tonight. We've got to empty the tank. But we are capable. I want a physical performance from them as well. Not too physical, because the referees will be a little bit easier on the cards. You know, they can book our players more easily in Europe, as we saw didn't quite so happen in the Scottish Cup semi-final. It won't be quite as much of a free-for-all, but I think we might need to impose ourselves a little bit, in the same way Union Berlin did at the weekend, and it made it quite a stodgy affair for anyone who watched any of that. That just showed you that we can get in amongst it.
Talking about stodgy, we've been joined by Jim from Paisley. Evening, Jim.
Evening, guys. Everybody all right?
Yep. Yep.
Listen, I don't see any problem over these two legs here. As far as I'm concerned, we're the best team left in the tournament. So at least we won our league last season. And that year, I couldn't believe the price we are. When's the last time Rangers were 71 to win a game? I've lumped on that right away.
Oh, good man, Jim. Good man. Did you go for any other bets?
I've got another bet. I've got Big Joe to score any time at 11-2.
Is that all you got? 11-2?
Aye.
I suppose a couple of grand on that. That's not a bad return.
No, I don't think. Listen, I'm quite happy with it. Aye. Yeah, that was the same as GFK. I was at GFK on there. I was about 6 o'clock this morning. No, I think about 4. If it's about 4 naps all day. Keep looking at his clock. What time is it now? He goes, oh, the time is. Oh,
Just spare, as I said earlier on, Stevie, just spare a moment for Mrs. Bridge.
Dear. She'd be climbing the walls, old Bridge, man. He'd put that rocking chair going off his nut. Aye. Brilliant.
How's it going tonight, Stevie? Come on. Prediction.
Prediction, oh. It's a hard one, isn't it? It's really a hard one. Right, I'm going to fling my hat in the ring and go for 1-1.
I'll take that.
Take that. Juicy.
3-2 to the Teddy Bears.
Take that. JFK went for 1 each. Or were you going for 2-1 for the Bears?
One each, 2-1, mate. I can't see us losing the game. I just don't see it.
That. Jim?
Well, I'm going to win. Don't care what the score is. 71. And I say Big Joe anytime, 11-2. I'm home free.
Okay. All right. I'm going to bring Mr. Fox in. Just a lot of people have asked how Fox is, and we want to hear just his thoughts before we end this show. Because we've done some crap on this, some crap games and some crap nights. But this is a biggie. Mr. Fox.
Fox is on mute.
He's away to the bookies to put that on 11-1.
He's doing a bridge, man. He's doing a bridge, man. Right, I hope he's happy. Hope he enjoys his night. Right, lads, it's time to get the battle fever on. Go and enjoy the game. Last word for Big Stevie.
Listen, I think we've got to just remember we're up against a really good team, and no matter what happens, just the team have done us proud to get us where we are. No matter what happens, we'll be there at Ibrox anyway, cheering them on. Come on, the Rangers, just get the sleeves rolled up, show a bit of guile, and get tore right in about them. Let them know who we are.
Right. Enjoy the game, Jim. Enjoy the game, Andy.
Yeah, get the chest stuck out, get stuck into them, show them what it is on it to play for that team, and we might just have something special here tonight. You know, we know it's on half time, but if we're in this tie, it's a different game. That's all I'll say.
Jim for Paisley.
As I said earlier, as far as I'm concerned, we're the best team left in the tournament. We've proved ourselves in this tournament this season. We've got nothing to fear.
Hope you're right, mate. Hope you're right. Juicy.
Well, I'm going to go and get some of that 7-1 before the game starts.
Andy, quickly, what was did you have a wee dabble tonight, a wee bet?
I did. I got 150 to 1 for 3-0, and for 3-2, and for 3-2, I got 90 to 1. So I just jumped 3 on each of them, and see what happens. Like, you know, I'll tell you what, I'll go missing for a few days if they come in.
JFK, last word for you, mate.
Yeah, but there's something settled. I've not any, no, Andy, I've not any drink. I know he's had some drink, but I'm really, really excited, and my stomach's all gone here, and I'm really looking forward to it. Me and my two boys will be shouting and bawling the same as all you guys at the telly. But enjoy the game, guys, and let's hope that we that we get the result that we all want, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow night, hopefully.
Listen, thanks to Jim for Paisley, Andy for Leeds, Juicy, GFK for joining us. Thanks to our Big Mucker, Big Stevie for jumping on and doing the show, Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio, and we'll be back approximately 15 minutes after the final whistle, hopefully celebrating Rangers getting the result in the semi-final. Yes, the semi-final, the Europa League, while other people are watching soap operas. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Every Saturday we follow, we cheer the boys in blue, the most successful team in football. We're Scotland's gallant few, though at times they have been hard, we're followed near and far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands in Ibrox Park. Successful team in football, with Scotland's gallant few, who times they have been hard, who followed me round far. You will always hear us roaring from the stands